Welcome to our YouTube channel. Okay, we have discussed some laws regarding the gaseous state of matter, and today we are going to continue the lesson, and we are discussing Avogadro law first, and then let's see step by step what are the theory parts that we need to know about the gaseous state of matter. Try to understand all these theory parts clearly, and let's start. First one is Avogadro law. This Avogadro law describes that the volume of a gas is directly proportional to number of moles when the temperature and pressure is at constant. We can say like this: when the temperature and pressure is at constant, then the volume of gas is directly proportional to its volume. This is the Avogadro law. Let's see the formula of the Avogadro law. We can remove this proportional mark, then it convert like this: V equals Kn. This is the formula of the Avogadro law. This is very simple, but you need to know all the theory parts clearly. Okay, and let's try to build this formula by using ideal gas law also. Let's see. Ideal gas law is PV equals nRT. Then you can bring this pressure symbol to the other side of the equation. Then it converts like this: V equals N into RT divided by P. You can see what I have done here. I took this part separately, and then when the temperature and pressure are constant, you can see that all of this part become a constant. Then you can write this formula like this: V equals Kn. So we can prove the truth of Avogadro law by using ideal gas law as well. So it's true. Let's see another important factor regarding this Avogadro law. We can remember there is a constant that have been expressed by the Avogadro, that is called Avogadro constant. This is very famous value. This Avogadro constant says that any of the matter contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 amount of atoms or molecules or ions in 1 mole. That means it says within 1 mole of substance there are 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 amount of atoms or ions or molecules. We are in the gas lesson, so we can say there are molecules 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 amount within a mole. This is the Avogadro constant, and this Avogadro constant gets symbolized L letter O Na symbol. So we can remember there is a formula number of molecules equal number of moles into Avogadro constant. This is another important formula we need to know. This is in the chemical calculation part. So you can subject simple n like this. N equals capital N divided by Na. So you can replace this n with this part. Then I will write it like this. Then V equals K into this one N divided by Na. You know that this Na is another constant, that is the Avogadro constant. So I can write this V equals K divided by Na into N. All of this part is a constant. Then we can write this V equals K capital N. This is another important formula. Try to understand this. Avogadro law explains that the volume of a gas is directly proportional to the number of moles when the temperature and pressure are at constant. And here we can see that when the temperature and pressure is at constant, the volume of a gas is directly proportional to its number of molecules. Number of molecules. This capital N means number of molecules. This is another kind of formula we need to know. Let's see further. So this is all about the Avogadro constant and Avogadro law. And we discussed so far Charles law, Boyle's law and Avogadro law. We are going to derive the ideal gas equation by using these three equations like this. Think about the Boyle's law. It says, if you can remember, Boyle's law indicates that the pressure of a gas which is at a constant temperature and constant amount is directly proportional to its Boyle's law indicates that the pressure of a constant amount of gas at constant temperature is inversely proportional to its volume. That means P inversely proportional to volume. I am going to convert it like this: V inversely proportional to pressure. What I have done here, I took the volume symbol to the left side of the equation. Then Charles law describes that the volume of a fixed amount of gas at constant pressure is directly proportional to its absolute temperature. That means V directly proportional to absolute temperature, Kelvin temperature. And today we learned about the Avogadro law. He said that the volume of a gas which is at constant temperature and pressure is directly proportional to its number of moles. That means volume is directly proportional to number of moles. So this is the summary what we have learned so far. So I am going to take one formula instead of these three like this. You can write volume is proportional to 1 over P into temperature into number of moles. Then you can convert this proportional mark into an equal mark like this. Volume equals K into 1 over P into temperature into number of moles. So if this K is equal to, this is the part that you need to know, if this K is equal to R. R means gas constant. Then we can write V is equal to R into 1 over P into T into number of moles N. Then I am going to take this pressure symbol to the left side of the equation. Then PV equals, then I am going to rearrange this nRT. This is the ideal gas equation that we have derived by using this Boyle's law, Charles law, Avogadro law. This is very important, and let's see further. Think about the gas equations and try to remember these equations. Okay, let's move to the topic molar volume. Molar volume, there is a symbol that is Vm. This is the symbol which we used for the molar volume. This describes that the volume of an ideal gas and its number of moles. This said that 1 mole of an ideal gas has the Vm cubic decimeter in volume. Let's see how to derive this. Think n number of moles contain or has V cubic decimeter of volume. Okay, then so that then 1 moles should contain V divided by n cubic decimeter, and this is the volume of the gas within 1 mole. So we can write this as Vm equals volume divided by number of moles. This is the molar volume of a gas. That means the volume of the ideal gas when it contains 1 mole. That is it. This molar volume changes according to the standard temperature and pressure we concern. So there is a standard temperature and pressure when we are discussing about the molar volume. Standard temperature is standard temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, or you know that this temperature is equal to 273.15 Kelvin. This is the standard temperature we are concerning here, and a standard pressure that is 1 atmospheric pressure or 1 atm. Otherwise we can say that is in Pascal, like this, or 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. Remember that 0 degrees Celsius and 1 atm pressure, that's enough for us. So at this temperature 0 Celsius and at 1 atm pressure, any of the ideal gas or ideal gas mixture has 22,414 milliliter of volume in 1 mole. This is the molar volume of any of the ideal gas at 0 Celsius and at 1 atm pressure. This is the value you need to know, you need to remember. You can convert this into cubic decimeter by dividing 1000. Then it becomes 22.414 cubic decimeter. You can round off this value like this, 22.4 cubic decimeter. This is fully enough for you. Then remember that 1 mole of any of the ideal gas or ideal gas mixture has 22.4 cubic decimeter volume. This is the molar volume and its value. This is very important part. Next we are going to discuss about the combined gas equation. Combined gas law. Let's see how to generate this gas law. Think about there are two instances of this of a gas. Think there's a gas called A and its number of moles is n moles and its temperature is T1, pressure is P1, volume is V1, and I'm going to change the conditions, temperature, pressure and volume like this. Think new temperature is T2, new pressure is P2, new volume is V2, and I have not changed the gas, A gas itself, and number of moles also n moles. The number of moles, that means amount of matter, should be constant when we are generating this combined gas law. So I'm going to use the ideal gas equation like this. You can use PV equals nRT formula and then convert this formula like this. You can subject nR part, this one, then nR equals to PV divided by T. Then you can apply this formula to the first and second instance like this. Then think about the first one, nR equals P1 V1 divided by T1. Take this formula as first formula and then you can apply this formula to the second instance as well. Then nR equals P2 V2 divided by T2. Take this formula as second formula. Then you can see that this first formula is equal to the second formula. So then we can write P1 V1 divided by T1 is equals to the P2 V2 divided by T2. This is the this is the combined gas law which we have derived from ideal gas equation, comparing two instances of a same gas. This is another kind of important formula. Let's see further. You can use this gas combined gas equation for the two instances of a gas under the same amount of moles. Let's see about the Dalton's law of partial pressure. Dalton law of partial pressure. This is another important theory part you need to know. This Dalton says that the total pressure of a gas mixture is equal to the partial pressures of the substituent gases. You can describe this like this. Think there is a mixture of gas called A gas, B gas and C gas like this, and its temperature is T Kelvin, and think the total pressure is P total, and its volume is V cubic meter, and pressure of A, that means partial pressure of A is PA, partial pressure of B is PB, partial pressure of C is PC, like this. Then Dalton said that the total pressure PT equals PA plus PB plus PC. That means the total pressure of a gas mixture is equal to partial pressures of individual gases. That's it. Let's try to derive this Dalton's law of partial pressure by using ideal gas equation. Before that, I will tell you what is meant by partial pressure. Partial pressure means the pressure of one gas of a mixture when it is in the same container at the same temperature. That is it. The partial, it is very simple. Partial pressure means the pressure exerted by an individual gas when it is in the same container at same temperature. That's the definition of partial pressure of a gas, of an individual gas. Think, let's move to the next part. Think that there are n moles of A, n A moles of A, B, it has n B moles, and C, it has n C moles. And you can see that in this mixture there are n A moles, n C moles and n B moles. Total, think there are n total moles altogether of the each and every gases, and I'm going to derive this formula, this Dalton law of partial pressure formula, by using ideal gas equation. It's like this. You know ideal gas equation, PV equals nRT. Then you can subject n equals PV divided by RT. So you can apply this formula to the each gas, like A gas, B gas, C gas, like. Then it becomes like this. Think about the A gas. Na equals PAV divided by RT. I'm applying this N equal PV divided by RT formula to the each gas separately. Then Na equals PA V divided by RT. And think this is the first formula, and then NB equals PBV divided by RT, and think this is the second formula, and then NC equals PCV divided by RT. Think this is the third formula. It's very simple. PA means partial pressure of A, PB means partial pressure of B, PC means partial pressure of C. All of these gases should have same volume V. Volume doesn't change, and RT also constant. Temperature is T Kelvin of the all gases. And next one, think about the total number of moles in T. That is very important. I'm going to apply this formula to the to this gas mixture at once. Then there are total number of moles in total. That is then P total pressure, then volume divided by RT. Take this as fourth formula. You can see that sum of this NA plus NB plus NC should equals to the N total. Then you can understand this first formula plus second formula plus third formula is equal to fourth formula. It's very simple now. And you can write this then PAV divided by RT plus then this one PBV divided by RT plus then this one PCV divided by RT is equal to the this part, total part, P total V divided by RT. That's it. It's very simple now. You can see this RT and RT cancel out, and volume symbol also get cancelled like this. Then finally you can see PA plus PB plus PC is equal to P total. I'm going to write it like this: P total equal PA plus PB plus PC. This is the Dalton's partial pressure law. This one is that. So we can generate the Dalton's partial pressure law by using the ideal gas equation. You should be able to do this by yourself, and we can write another form of formula by using these equations. There is a relationship of a gas and its partial pressure and its mole fraction. So let's try to generate that formula. And think you need to know about the mole fraction. So mole fraction of a constituent gas is equal to the number of moles of that gas divided by the total moles of gas. So if you want to find the mole fraction of A, you can divide this number of moles of A by total number of moles. So I am going to change this like this. Then you can divide first formula by fourth formula. First divide by fourth formula, then it convert like this: NA divided by NB equals NA divided by it should be N total equal this part divided by this part, PAV divided by RT. So this part you can write as a multiplication, then this denominator comes to the top, then RT divided by PTV. You should have a simple maths knowledge. Then you can see this RT part and RT part get cancelled, and also volume and volume get cancelled. Then finally you can see PA divided by PT part is remaining. Then this is the mole fraction of A gas. That means number of moles of A divided by total number of moles in the mixture. Then this mole fraction of A, we can write this as XA. Then XA equal PA divided by PT. Then finally you can subject PA like this. Then PA equals P total into XA. This is the formula we derive, and this partial pressure is equal to the total pressure into mole fraction of A gas. That is it. Like this we can generate the formula for partial pressure of B, partial pressure of C. let's see how to do that. So you can derive this second formula by fourth formula like this. Divide second formula by fourth formula, then you can see B moles, that means NB divided by NT equals to PBV divided by RT, PBV divided by RT into, again I am going to change this as in the previous calculation. When you are dividing this part by this part, you can convert it as a multiplication, and then this denominator comes top and this numerator goes to the bottom, and then RT divided by PTV. You can see again this RT part and RT part get cancelled, volume and volume also get cancelled. Finally this is the mole fraction of B gas. So that means the moles of B divided by total number of moles. If the symbol is XB, XB equals PB divided by PT. You can convert this as this, then PB equals PT into XB. This is the formula for partial pressure of the B gas, and partial pressure of B gas is equal to the total pressure into mole fraction of B. And like this we can generate a formula for the C gas also, like this. Think I am going to divide this third formula by fourth formula, then third formula divided by fourth formula, then you can see NC divided by NT, NC divided by NT equals, again this one, PCV divided by RT into, again I am going to change this like in previous, RT divided by PTV. Then you can see RT and RT get cancelled, V and V get cancelled. Finally this is the mole fraction of C gas, that means number of C moles divided by total moles means mole fraction of C. So you can write the mole fraction of C like this, XC equals partial pressure of C divided by total pressure. Then you can convert this and subject partial pressure of C, then PC equals PT into XC. That means partial pressure of C is equal to the total pressure into mole fraction of C. So this is about the all of the gas laws regarding gaseous state of matter in our syllabus. So you can check all the theory parts which we have discussed so far. If you haven't watched our previous video, you can watch it and get an idea. If you have any question, you can comment us, and this is the end of gas laws, and there are some theory parts regarding this lesson. We can discuss the remaining theory parts in another video lesson. So subscribe our channel and share these video lessons among your friends. Bye for now.